Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with Overwatch. And guys, take this week for content's going to be a little bit different than normal. Basically, I said last week that I was taking a break from Monster Hunter for a week. After the amount of grinding I had to last week just to get up to like level 50. And don't get me wrong, I love playing Monster Hunter, but every so often you just need a break from it. Because from when I started playing, recording for World all those months ago, to recently to now, there's not been a week that I've not played it. Now, I probably will end up doing a few games, a few hunts this week, but I won't be recording them just for the simple reason of they're basically the exact same as the video that came out Saturday. And guys, if you didn't see Saturday's video, go and check it out. And basically, the way I came up with the name of the video, because I was like, okay, Wind Serpent Abishi, Thunder Serpent Nawa. One's electric, one's wind. What would be a good title? It's like, hold on, wait a minute. So I searched Google, it's like, I'm an idiot. Thunderstorm. But I was like, no. Thunderstorm's like rain. It's like, well, technically, and I just went with it because it still fits. And guys, quickly want to say now why it was never a bother for me. And when it is getting a face change, they're changing it in season 2. I've seen the new one; it does look better. This does look a bit younger. The new one kind of fits. The new one kind of blends what we saw in. Okay, so they might be. Guys, I'll double check during this week, see if they do come out, but they might not be till next season, or they might just end up getting cut. Not even that one, is it? From what we saw in the hero trailer for Wu Yang, it's a combination of that plus her new face. Now, one thing I will say is, I don't know how this Maze Mythic looks better, because again, I have no problem with this. A lot of Maze skins I'm not the biggest fan of because there is something that I don't like, but I do really like her Mythic. And I prefer Mythics when they blend the attributes of, like, the element of what they're supposed to be with what they are, or who they are. Although I will say that, did they really slim May down just for an animation? Because when you compare that to, like, even there, compare it to okay, no, I could just be wrong. I will get it at some point, it won't be for a while. But for instance, take Mercies.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
She is a guardian angel who also heals. She's a literal guardian angel from this. She's a celestial guardian. They combined it all. And like going back to, Genji's. Actually, I'll quickly cover, like, Doomfist, I don't think perfectly fits him. Cassidy's, I actually do kind of think it does fit him. Why I'm not the biggest fan of Lifeweaver, and Division Druid could be better. I do think it fits him, and Cyberfuel definitely fits Junkrat. Junkrat is the equivalent of a Chaos Junkie. It fits. Cyber Demon. Genji is a cybernetic enhanced person who is, for the most part, mostly machines. Zeus for Jungle Queen, it fits. Build wise, I don't think it fits character wise. Although I could be wrong. I like mythology, like all that, like god stuff around that, like don't know much about. Kiriko's. Why wouldn't be? Why it would be perfectly fine with her getting a new one. I don't think she needs one. I do think it does fit her. And, sort of around her lore on that lot. Galactic Emperor Sigma, I think it fits. Adventurer Tracer, I think fits. Anna's, I don't. And Vengeance for Mercy, I also don't, which is why I'm happy Mercy got a new one. That for Hanzo fits. Grand Beast for Orisa fits. Anubis Reaper fits. I'd be fine getting a new one for both Widow and Ash. Widow, why I don't know if anybody really would want one for, like this style. I would like one that basically blends to her being sort of cute but dangerous. You know, blending in the fact that she lures you in with like a beauty, but then you sort of boom, you're dead. Sort of how like Catwoman and Black Cat are portrayed in Marvel and DC. They're both portrayed as what they were, as more sex, as more like, you know, you sort of want this. There are several like, honestly, there's a couple of movies where you know Selena Kyle is just full on walking down like an aisle, and I don't mean an actual aisle wedding aisle. I mean the paths that you have in clubs that start with S. Like, I'd be fine with either one of them being portrayed like that. I'd be more fine with Ash being more portrayed as big boss, as like a big boss sort of thing. You know, rough, tussle, you know, sort of that area. I think Thor fits Reinhardt pretty well. Giant Hammer, All Godly Mighty. It's not the perfect fit, but I do think it fits. Pixel for Zen fits. Hurang for Diva fits. Ultraviolet Sentry fits. Heart of Hope fits. Kind of for Juno. I don't think it fits her, you know, space scene, but her, you know, more glowing personality and all that lot. I do definitely think it fits. So there are a few of them I do think fit. There are also a few of them that I do think kind of fit a bit nicer in gold. So like, I definitely either want the Mythic 2 either look cool, which is what most of them do. Oh, legendary. Or to actually fit them personality-wise. Thought I might have had that. Turns out no. Kinda cool though. And quickly gonna go over, I am gonna be playing comp. Quickly going over the heroes that don't have one. I'm gonna pick, I'd say 5 from each. I might I might do 7 for DPS. But I'm gonna try and do say about 3 to 5 for each. Starting from Ramatra, I would want one that basically shows more machine. I think something like a muscled up Ultron sort of design would work for him. Domain. Because most of these tanks do actually have one, so I can probably cover all of these. I think one that shows Power Woman by day, illegal activities by night would be really cool, and a blend of both would be great. Doom I do think can need a new one, but I'm kind of fine with that. Road Dogg and Junkrat, I'd love one that combines the cyber fuel, and that sort of also blends him into sort of like that, like a more crooked design. I think would be great. Hazard, I'd love one that would blend like his more criminal desires into it, and it shows him more as like sort of a free spirit. Malgo, I'd love to see one that blends his like that's, you know, so you see the sort of arms, so you see that he's got his biceps, because a lot of times you will just see him when like this, just sort of like I come off him, go back onto him. He's just doing pull-ups with his literal machine guns. One that shows off his strength, I think, would be fit perfectly. Weirdly, I think a hamster ball would be a perfect thing for him. Russian bodybuilders sort of design would fit perfectly. Farah, Ancient Egypt, I think would work really well, considering she has a few skins. That are sort of... How many times did they reuse Security Chief? 1. I'm not going to really count that. 2. So, okay, so they didn't use Security Chief that much, but there's those 2 that are similar. Hades, I think that design would work really cool. Anubis, I really think a design around like those would work really well. Again, like there's a few designs that I've just showed from like epics and that lot I think would work really well. Anrun or Enrun, Anrun. I'm gonna say Anrun. I think that's the name. I'd want the one that shows like her path of fire. She's the only fire hero in the game, and I'd want her to show her full fire. Like I'd want like fire effects to sort of be around her and everything. And you know, connecting her up to some sort of fire god would be kind of cool. Or connecting up to the sun, like Ra. Like giving her a Ra sort of like design would be cool. Bastion, turn him into a war machine. I can't really think of any. Freya? Bounty hunter sort of aspect. Because Freya's like. When we go to filter and do unowned, you've got Scarlet Flames, Scarlet Flare even, Scarlet, Galactic, Streetwear. I think a design sort of around like that would really work really cool. But I think a design like that as like a bounty sort of hunter design would work even better. A sort of a badass new sort of armor set I think would work cool. I can't really think of one for Torbjorn or Symmetra. Sombra, one that shows that she's sort of hacking stealthily, like all aspects of her. Honestly, I'd be fine with him having like a design based off like the World Wars. I'd be perfectly fine with that. Anna, I'm gonna cover. I'd want one that shows more Alden sort of style. Brig, I'd want one similar to Reinhardt's with Brig because they are very closely connected. Reinhardt is more of a father to her. Alari, I also think something along the lines of Sun God would be really cool. In all honesty, a goofy ass jetpack, I'd be perfectly fine with like a jet inspired jetpack for him, for jetpack hat. Wu Yang, something connecting him to the sea, like something like that I think would be perfect. And Mizuzu, a Ninja Bear Knight sort of design would work really cool. Now, considering we spent the last 15 minutes just talking, time to get into comp. And dive starts in one day. Oh well. Before I do, I probably should have. Okay, I'll do at least one game in open queue. And if it completely goes downhill, then I will be jumping straight into org. Or potentially arcade. They're all hybrid maps. Honestly, I would prefer King's Row. Yeah, a few more pokey points. Nepal, along with Naban. Like, going over like Nepal, like going quickly over Naban. It has a center point in the middle that you need to capture. Nepal, again, has a center point in the middle. But King's Row has a few spots around the outside that you can. Okay, so Zarya's gonna be a pain. I don't see Jetpack Cat being too annoying. Go to Life Weaver. I'm gonna go Torbjorn's turret. Symmetra, Zarya, Roadhog, and Sombra. And this is why basically when it comes to open queue, never pick until someone else has. For like what team wise, because if I ever get the chance to play DPS, I take that chance. And another reason why I didn't instantly go and be like, let's play DPS.
Planet is not going to save itself.
Anybody got a toothpick? Got one of them Landers arms stuck between the molars.
Also guys, recently, like over the weekend, I've not completely finished it, I've got like 2 episodes left. I decided to rewatch to the 2017 Spider-Man show. That I think was more supposed to be loosely connected up to the MCU, but doesn't really feel like it is. Because around that time, you know, Spider-Man Homecoming was coming out. And having one movie and then connecting the entire thing, like an entire show up to it, doesn't really give you much. Which is why a lot of things in the show does just go date back to other shows. Yeah, let's have multiple Venom arcs, let's have a full Goblin thing. And don't get me wrong, the show is not perfect. For me, a perfect Spider-Man show is Spectacular Spider-Man, if it got a couple more seasons, because I honestly do think a couple more seasons would have been great. And I will go over what I think would have been great for those seasons. But I will say 2017 is not as bad as it could be. Like, it is still definitely a good show. It doesn't just cover Pete, it goes over Pete, it goes over Gwen Stacy as Ghost Spider, it goes over a character called who's Spider Girl, because I can't think of her name right now. I can pronounce it Anya, and Anya? Yeah, Anya Cosell? Something along those lines. As Ghost Spider. Not Ghost Spider, Spider Girl. And it goes more into the Spider lore. And I don't know, I don't know whether it's because of the Martin Miles Spider-Man movies. It 100% is. I don't really see Gwen Stacy with Pete anymore. Like, and it's like, wait, hold on. It kind of contradicts, like, my favourite Spider-Man show is Spectacular. It's just an all-round great show.
My coals are red hot.
But I don't see Pete and him, Gwen Stacy together very much. I've always been more, like, more down to the redheads, like, wise, like, Pete and MJ, Dick and Barbara. Yeah, and I grew up watching the Batman, which why doesn't heavily detail into that. One, Starfire's not in that. Two, I didn't really grow up watching anything to do with like Dick and Starfire. Like Young Justice kind of not heavily goes into it, but kind of does, you know. And the only thing over recent years I've seen to do with anything like Dick and Starfire being in a relationship is Judas Contract? I think it was Judas Contract. It was the animated movie in the DC animated universe. Other than that, I do, but like recently, I don't know how long, I see Gwen Stacy with Miles Morales now, which isn't a bad thing. I do definitely think they do suit each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn in my attention.
But like, I also don't see Gwen Stacy as the nerdy college girl. I see her more as a badass rock star.
Let the Kitsune
And that's her as Ghost Spider. And of course, when the one time I tried to open a vault quietly, it doesn't go quiet. But like, also guys, I am 100% looking forward to watching the third part of that movie trilogy because I'm invested at this point. Like, because guys, back when
Actually win this.
back when the first one came out and like the first movie with Miles came out, me and a mate were on like a school trip, and we were touring around the city centre, and like we were like around the city centre, we were told that we can go and buy stuff, everything, and we were basically let off a leash. I say leash. It was. I don't know whether it was my second to last year or whether it was my last year, because there was also an Tower trip I went on, and one of them happened like because like year 10 and the other happened year 11. Like one was my second to last year, the other was my last year. I think the trip was the year before. The Tower trip was my last year, and me and a mate, because my mate in question, not exactly the biggest fan of shopping, because that's basically what we were about to go and do. He bought tickets to go and watch the Spider-Man. Was it Across the Spider-Verse? I think it was Across the Spider-Verse. I think that's what it's called. And didn't tell me, and I was able to get tickets. Otherwise, I would have been stuck with a teacher. But like we were halfway through the movie, we didn't get to see the full movie because again we had a bus to catch back. And I have full on told him since, I was like, you realise if we got stuck there, it would have been your job to get us back. He was like, yeah, that's fair. Although quite frankly, it would have been funny just to have a teacher turn up into the cinema being like, you two aren't now. No shit. But yeah, so we went and watched a movie in cinemas, and it was a good movie. Oh no.
Dodge this. I don't give up that easily.
Join together. Join up with me.
Get over here.
But yeah, so that was a really good movie, and wasn't one that I really thought needed a sequel, but happy it got one. Because there are a few movies that I don't really think need sequels. Like for instance, they had Training Ground in 2010. Gonna include live action in this, but we know it's getting a second. I personally think they need a second, because I think it's a case of story was told in the first. I think they need options for a second movie, and I'm happy they do have second movies. But I would be fine with just the one existing. To a degree, I'd 100% want to see more. Like for instance, K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm happy that it's got first movie. I don't really think it needs a second, to a degree. I think the full story of what the movie's trying to tell you does get it. The movie doesn't really need anything untold until you go looking. Because when you go looking, you then realise, oh, two of the, like, Zoe's and Mira's story backgrounds aren't really covered. Junior's whole, like, the Junior's dead and all that, so that's a mystery. Is he in the sword or is he dead? That's again just a mystery.
That's what I like to see. Freeze! Don't move! Get in there,
Pass into the iris.
time to get clever.
But again, 100% want to get a second movie. Like, 100% do.
Your thanks. I am effervescent. Join me on your
But like, I think they're movies that they don't really need sequels, but I'm happy they did.
I'm grateful.
Because for me, a great movie is one that tells a story in the first, gives options for seconds, but you don't need them. Like say, take a great meal. It fills you up perfectly, but you've either got room for pudding or you've got room for seconds.
Start your engines.
But you don't need them because you're fine. But like, take an okay meal, like you're still left hungry, or if it's a case of you're not at much that day.
The point's under attack.
Come on, team. Yes! I'm going to actually mean they saved our asses at the end of that round. Like, literally, we would have lost if they didn't, if May didn't use the water and Ash didn't go in and, you know, make sure she stayed safe. Also, guys, unlike the last season of Mortal Rivals when that season ended, I've actually remembered this time. And more specifically, when I was like, okay, so it's the end of the season, I will just double check. 6 days left, yes. Although something I do want to point out. If we go to, you know, challenges, you'll see how it's only done one game, but if we go to dailies, completed 3 games. I was also in the team kill at some point. Basically, these games, like this, did not update until an hour and a half ago, about 8 o'clock UK time, roughly. Which is annoying, it's back to doing that again. Because guys, for a good while, it was, again, doing that. Although, what is my comp score? Okay, I'll do one more game. At least one more game. I might do one more and then do, say, a couple, say, quick plays. I don't know yet.
Choose your map.
Honestly, I'd be fine with Atlas. Flashpoint map's not the worst. Watchpoint Gibraltar. But,
Select your
yeah, so like, I've remembered once. But also, guys, another reason I'm taking breaks from, like, not doing Monster Hunter this week
select heroes to ban.
is I need it. I physically need it. I don't completely dislike, actually. Toby's start at the beginning is going to be so much more annoying. I'm calling it now Roadhog, Sombra, and Jetpack Cat. And Zarya. Everyone banned Sombra because of reasons I think is stupid. Sombra no longer has permanent invis. She is not that deadly.
Time to save the spirits. Game on.
Push your limits. Nothing breaks that I cannot mend.
But yeah, so she's not that deadly.
All systems fired.
And the only thing I can see that's going to happen is, and personally, I don't think she needs it, is I can just see someone getting a rework.
Another day,
Because then I quote,
another mission.
she's broken. No, she's not. You wanna know what is broken? Jetpack Cat Fire ult can just go and pick you up and chuck you off the map. No consequences. Granted, it's his ult and it's not the worst thing in the world. But someone being able to sneak up here and go, boop, you've been hacked. It's not that bad. And even then, just pay attention for her. Oh, what's that? Junkrat overcommitting.
Enemy turrets out of control.
Oh great, they have a Doomfist. That's gonna be fun to deal with. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, Torbjorn, that's not gonna be fun to deal with. What's guys, I do get where a lot of people's PTSD comes from. Not the only one who dealt with Sombra being, you know, infinitely invisible, being able to sneak up on you, right you, and then just obliterate you in about 30 seconds. I quite frankly don't think it's a pain. I see it as a challenge. If Sombra is sneaking around, and you can kill her, challenge
Guess I
completed.
left the cave too early.
Sombra's only a threat if you let her be. She can only hurt you if you let her. Because guys, if my voice does sound a bit musty, it's just because I'm really cold. Basically, very short story when I say this. A friend of my mother's was ill with something, at least I think. I've pulled it from that. Again, well, and then I pulled it from that. Basically, guys, in my case, if one person gets ill, everyone kind of does.
Enemy turret up ahead.
Like, it's just a thing that happens. Although, in defense of that, I was kind of slightly sick beforehand, but I didn't think it was that bad. I just now started, you know, coming down with cold. Which is not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, that was definitely not worth dropping a nuke. Actually, maybe. It didn't kill it, like, nuke didn't kill anyone, but it probably did protect a tiny bit. Yeah, there's me thinking, oh, someone typed thank you. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. You can actually just say it. That thank button, I'm pretty sure it's just there just to say thank you for like support healing you and all that lot, to get them to feel slightly more appreciated. Also, first time I've seen someone use it as not being me. Like, you have no idea how rare it is to see someone just go and be like, hey, thanks for helping me. Which is why I do actually think that it's there, just so you can be like, hey, you've helped, thank you. Because malice comes here and it takes 2 seconds to say. Moira, thanks for trying, at least.
Surrender to my will.
We somehow managed to survive all that.
They're pushing the payload. Stop them.
Moira doesn't have that much more health than D, even when she's got the additional plus 75, does she?
Guess I left the cave
Like,
too early.
surely she doesn't have that much more. Also, guys, please explain to me how...
Enemy turret within my sight.
Because, guys, I'm basically trying to make... That's it, I'd say custom. Debatable on the word custom. I'm trying to make a version of MG as previous. Now, there's a few versions of it Venom, but I don't see any great base mods, because a few base mods that I'm tempted to use are like things like Scream and the pink version, because they're symbiotes, they're female bodies, they're both fine. Now, bear in mind, I'm trying to avoid doing as much pink as possible, because again, I don't want to fuck up the figure. And knowing my luck, I would. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to get ult charge. So point 3 with 2.5 minutes. That's great. Yeah, like trying to make a custom version of MJ's symbiote because the inspiration came from this was from the Ultimate Spider-Man when she became Carnage.
Select your hero.
Yeah, not too bad. Could have done better. Although considering we have 3 DPS. And 2 of them have very similar stats. 10 kills and almost same deaths. And someone's right below them with 1 less kill and 2 more
To
deaths.
save the spirits?
Well, 2 to 1 more deaths. Yeah, like, I was trying to make a version of MJ's symbiote and it's like,
Never
okay.
see to it.
There is a version of a female version of a symbiote that would work, that fits what I want.
Let me out of this cage!
And I don't hate it. It's just I would have preferred a simpler, but then again I can also just swap out the arms and legs. Although I kind of do like it. It's definitely growing on me.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Woo! How skilled are you?
5, 4, 3, 1. Attack commence.
Much obliged.
Escort.
Nothing gets past me!
See, when I saw the fact that it's like, hey, kind of requesting another tank, I'm like, are they saying they want me not to play Leaver, or are they just saying they want another tank? It's like, no, they're saying they want another tank. Because we need to put another fight of the defense of our lives. But yeah, so my plan thing that kind of works. I'm going to do back with Space Knight Venom. It's, I think her name's Marine. And it does kind of work what I want.
Time to hunt them down!
Except I'd also like the, like, because I'm going to have to do a custom mask. I have no way around it.
Healing next!
Just because personally I believe MJ should be in Fight Crime too, but I also don't want to just, you know, give her a spider suit because although Benarette does exist, and that's probably where I will end up using the head sculpt from. I see, I'll probably end up using the head sculpt and just doing it plain black. The problem is, I don't know if the black will match up. See, good luck if you're doing that, or finding a black, like, because there are a couple of black head sculpts.
Plenty more to
For instance,
go.
Junior Carpet's head sculpt, I think potentially would work. Except I mean doing her black. Because that head sculpt definitely would work. I don't want, I say black, me doing her hair red. Except, I would like my figures to look slightly different. That's why if I use any MJ head, it will be the one that came with the Iron Spider-Woman set. And yes, I've got the Iron Spider-Woman, and I'm just being picky here. But at the same point, I'd like that suit just to be a case of a stand-in. Plus, I do like kind of making customs. I'm not the best when it comes to painting, but which would just be the simple option. Saying that, simple option probably would be you know, paying someone to make a version of it. Oh shit. I mean, we might, I don't know.
That was only a warm-up.
Come to me.
Actually, if I can sneak up behind them. I have got ult charge. It might not kill, but it definitely does occur. And people ban Sombra compared to like Torbjorn, who is a lot more annoying.
Test subject.
At least make Torbjorn's throat so it's not auto-aim. Because guys, when people say console players have auto-aim, I reckon they think Torbjorn's turret. Which, no.
Enemy turret destroyed.
I mean, I say auto-aim, aim assist. I really think it's what like Torbjorn's turret is. It just gives this ability to sort of lock on and be like, fire! No. Also, a lot of console players don't use it. I've got a few mates that I don't think use it.
Enemy turret within
Like,
my
I don't know
sight.
whether it's turned on, personally. If it's automatically turned on, then yes, I've not turned it off, but I don't know. Like, I honestly do not know. The one time I remember what button it is, and it said, nope, hold on, nope, that's my own rifle button.
The payload moves. Now,
Still got all my stripes.
Again, guys, what would have been nice is if we both went single. I think, like, tempted to try and change it on. Because if I change it on Overwatch, I'd have to swap the two buttons. Which, at the end of the day, does not sound fun. Bastion. See, yeah, based on this game, yeah, 100% the last game of Company doing. And guys, this is the reason I don't play Company end of the season. Like, I have 3 games, you might get one good game. But you know, one good game out of like 3 isn't very odd. Come on, Moira.
Engaging thrusters.
Enemy turret within my sight.
How? Come on, team. Damn it. Well, 1v1 eliminations up.
Play of the game.
Give it to Moira. Yeah, guys, this is honestly what I do think, not bashing, Torbjorn should be banned from games. Like, granted, Bastion's also just as much of a dick. But, hear me out. You take Torbjorn's turret out of that game, they would find it a lot more harder, we would have had it a lot more easier. Now you just continue and say skill. It's not skill when you got an automatic turret that locks onto you. Now, because I love my sanity, I'm going to do, I'll say 4 games in Mystery Duel. 2 per game comp that I'm not going to play, plus 2 extra. But yeah, guys, so the reason why I'm not uploading more content this week does just come down to the simple reason of getting from 30 to 40 was hell. Like, getting up to, 20 to face Chameleos wasn't too bad. Also, I can quickly cover Torbjorn. I can chuck a start down to that, sit and do nothing for 10 minutes. I could go with damage. But yeah, getting up to Chameleos wasn't too bad. I hunt it now a load of times, it's fine. That was lucky. But getting Chameleos to Kushuliora was not too bad either. Chameleos was pretty simple. But getting from Kushuliora up to Teostra, it was hell. Like, one Kushuliora hunts weren't easy to get into, demonstrated by the video, by the fact of, I'm pretty sure the hunts I did get into, they took me like 5-10 minutes each, maybe longer.
Crafting a barrier. Make way.
But then getting from doing to Teostra hunts were simple. Getting all the way up to from Teostra up to Narwa the Allmother was also not too bad. Getting from Narwa the Allmother past that shit, getting past that hunt was just hell. Like, guys, I think I did see in the video. I can't honestly remember. But yeah, I honestly can't remember. No, I started recording that video on the Monday because of how much pain it was just to try and get grind to level up to. So like 36. I was like, nope, I was done on this for the Saturday. Which was Sunday even. Which meant I didn't record Sunday night, so I recorded. No, Saturday, which meant I didn't record the part on Saturday. Now they lock in when it's like 3-0. And so the video just got post-match, but the video was recorded on Tuesday. That video after stream. I didn't finish the video on Tuesday. Not all of it anyway. And so it meant, coming back to it on another day. So I say not finished it. I got to the point where I was like, okay guys, like the end of the video, blah blah blah. And I was like, no, not happy. I want to get the actual hunt done. Because yes, I could record part 19. I don't really want to. Not when I can get it done this. So again, tried on a Wednesday. Failed. Tried on the Thursday. Finally, so it's now. It got to the point where I was like, am I going to have to finish this video like next week? Am I just gonna have to postpone this video, or do I upload do I work with what I've got? Did he fully heal? It's gonna be annoying as anything if he did. Not enough strategy ever. Run away. Said that, I've done it more than once. And I still win. Like, they caught me by surprise, the soldier. But yeah, guys, that issue did not get finished until Thursday. And it was just not into anything. Mainly because at that point I was like, okay, yep, nope, this video's not coming out till next week. I was starting to feel like I'm going to be here for 2 weeks. Oh, okay, yeah, that's why I don't play, thingy. Junkrat! The definition of a chaos junkie. And no one can tell me otherwise.
Don't tell anyone. Hold this a minute. Waiting.
Oh, you're there. Oh, that rank could have been done 2 rounds ago if I wasn't an idiot. No, more than usual. Oh, what? See, this always annoys me. They get one good round and then suddenly it's play the game. Again, they caught me by surprise because, again, the rest of the game, they had literally been going up low, going into that building. Warrior was a bit of a close call. So was Mandela. But again, won both of them. Now, game, you could be nice to me and load me in quickly, but we all know you're not going to. I mean, to be fair, still searching in 45 seconds isn't too bad. I haven't done an Olympic longer than that. I forgot that was a skin. I mean, game, the one time I didn't want Reaper because, again, top 3. This might not classify as one of my games that I'm a top 3. Reaper's my go-to when I'm essentially down like in elimination, down by 2 and need a win. That's when I kind of feel like Reaper. I still care about that skin. Yeah, see all I see from that post is Tracer and Reinhardt. You still bugger. And I really should have healed. I pushed up way too close. Game, don't give me the one character where I actually need aim. Especially when my aim sucks. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get flashbanged? Like, I honestly do just feel like I'm gonna get flashbanged. Knew it! which meant I should have been able to predict it.
Battle. May.
Oh, great, this is going to be annoying.
Fight.
But to be honest, the dude's name is King of the Frog. See, May's known to women because she can heal. Which means if you don't deal with a quirk, you're then sort of in a very annoying match.
Battle.
But also very unique ways to get around it.
Fight.
Okay, so they look like they're ready for war. Why I look like I'm ready for a beach day.
Score. 3-2.
Yeah, I don't really matter that much. Although he's kind of the opposite of Reinhardt. Vendetta!
Vendetta. Fight.
See, this season is one of the seasons like where Vendetta's got a good legendary skin. Which means a lot of people are using it because it's available in the battle pass. I should not have won that. That was way too... Okay, that was actually like the first round.
Battle. Domina. Fight. Match point.
The character when she was first shown in trailer, I thought was Symmetra.
Score. 4-3.
I might have made a tiny mistake in that match. That cost me that match.
Battle.
Yeah, Sombra. It's been a while since I played Sombra.
Match.
In fact, I can't stop playing Sombra when she was no longer essentially I sneak up on you and hack you for just existing. Now it's kind of like you have a very small time limit.
Did I scare you?
Lucky son of a bitch.
2-4.
I don't have my fumble in this game so man.
Battle.
And run.
Fight. Match point.
You're going, hold on, why didn't the battle pass say, oh no wait, no, this one game wasn't in the battle pass. I enjoy playing the character, I know how she works.
Play of the game.
Shaping artifact.
That double check. Yeah, okay, yeah. So they got a couple of good shots there.
This will end.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. I 100% fumbled that.
I'm pushing you.
So I analyzed solid run as Reaper and Jericho. Then not so great, and then a decent run as May. That May run kinda did determine that. That's not getting count. No, yes. Yes it did. Usually don't count when you've played as like a carry top thing, but I think it was like your last play character. Okay, you don't usually take this long to search.
Arriving at Eagle Point. Battle.
Yeah, great jetpack cat.
Jetpack cat.
Now, guys, my style with jetpack cat's the same as it was with Jeff and Lanchan. They are both annoying and kind of comedic value characters.
Score 0-1.
I mean, that could have gone better.
Battle. May. Fight.
I mean, to be fair, I kind of do wish it was colder. And yes, guys, I'm one of those people during summer that's like, oh, please just start snowing. Okay, they played my trick against me. They knew when I was going to heal. Because they got me low enough that I needed to. And they healed just before they would need to. So that worked.
Fight.
Actually, very smart of them. Hey, how long has there been a helicopter up there? Okay, I'm just getting obliterated, but again, how long has there been a helicopter up there?
Battle. Junker Queen.
Oh, I didn't think I need my weapons up.
Fight.
Which is why I'm honestly surprised Overwatch haven't decided to, because again, they have more than one set as a precedent, that if you can buy it, you can have it. And I'm surprised they didn't do it with overall. I'm happy they didn't overall.
Score 0-4.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to get obliterated. 5-0.
Battle. Moira.
See, I always forget what Mori's going to have one because in my mind it's like
Match.
the mythic. But it's like, no, it's not like, because I barely play Mori. Like, for Kiriko, like, yeah, I know it's not a mythic.
A taste of poison. A taste of poison.
But for like Mori consent, I barely play her. Okay, yeah, I got obliterated. Almost in. But like, considering I barely play Mori, I do forget. Like, Reinhardt's and Miles, I know it's a mythic quick, but I'm surprised every time.
Play of the game.
Well, yeah, I know it wasn't going to be me. No, okay, that just was not fun. Also, guys, if you want a quick way to get like your 15 games done for the week. Also, Drive starts in a day, which is good. New episode of Invincible tomorrow, which will 100% get talked about in next week's Monster Hunter episode, and probably tiny bit in Craft 1 on Friday. But yeah, Elimination and Mystery Duel. Elimination is always up now. Mystery Duel changes daily. But Elimination is still kind of quick. It's 3 rounds that you can get done in about 10-15 minutes. 5 minutes per round, roughly. You can get through about 15, about 4 games per hour. So, as long as you don't play anyone in your top 50, in your top 3, you're fine. Because all it says is complete 15 games as heroes not in your top 3. Almost count. That game with Mystery Door took me 5 minutes. Granted, completely lost, but they typically don't take that long. Longest I've seen Mystery Doors take is when both teams get 4 points each. I mean, game you could look quickly. It would be nice. It would be a very nice game. Although while I wait for that to load. Now, who have I played the most? Now, guys, the most like time played. I spent 150 hours on Sigma, 133 on Reaper, 131 on Mercy, and 130 on Diva, being 106 on Kiriko and 79 on Brig. Now, the reason Reaper is basically my only top play DPS. One, I barely get to play DPS, and a lot of those Reaper hours are back from Overwatch 1. Same for Sigma. Like, Sombra is then next, and after that, it's Ashe, then Widow, then Genji. But like, you go down the list a good bit.
Entering the necropolis. Battle. Amber.
But they are changing everyone's face, and I do kind of think it looks nicer.
Fight.
It definitely looks like a better blend. Blood. That was just too funny not to laugh at.
Battle. Light Weaver.
I forgot I had Life Weave with Mythic. Like, Maze is currently the only one of I don't have. And it would have also been Junkrats and Doomhurst. But I eventually sold out. One, everyone has prices. Two, I wanted them all. And quite frankly, it wasn't too bad. I was at least able to get Junkrats for cheap. And found a Doomfist for cheap too. So it wasn't too bad. But yeah, so that wasn't too bad. But that's just because I ended up with like 22 spare. Oh, I used on my list, and I don't know. I know they're never going to change it. If they are going to release 2 mythics per season, give people the option of being able to get them both without spending money, or at least show them both at the beginning, so people can be like, "Okay, I'm going to wait because Sombra looks nicer than say Lucio's." Or definitely gonna get Roadhogs now because Wu Yang doesn't look great. See, when half the characters in this game have got mythics, it's like they were an idiot. Basically, a good while ago, they got rid of Wrecking Ball's infinite being able to loop around because people found a way to abuse it, which I don't blame them. The saying is, you can only have nice things until someone abuses those nice things. It's the same thing in like Yu-Gi-Oh! With Boundless and Borrow Savage Dragon. Both really cool cards, but both got abused. Like, Borrow Savage in Dragon Link decks isn't too bad, but because people will just bring it out by just having a Link 2 in the grave, to get its best effect, get a Link 4 in the grave. There are cards that send them straight from your extra deck. I mean, to be fair, if you sent on Link 5, you very much would be busted.
Enemy turret ahead.
And yes, you can kill Torbjorn's turret, but again, I did get a good few of the kills on them, but they also did just die to the turret. Ramatra, it's been awesome. I've got to play the game as Ramatra. Is it just for me bitch slapping them at the end? Because I had to recharge, it's like, nope, full boink. Being able to melee people at some points is just great. I'm surprised I won Life Weaver, Wrecking Ball, and kind of Torbjorn. Like, Anron's the only one that was confident in winning. And Wrecking Ball was the only... Wrecking Ball and Life Weaver spent the longest. Because the games went on longer. Wrecking Ball because the enemy just running around all a lot. And same for Life Weaver, they were just jumping everywhere and, like, tracking them down all a lot. But, like, again, some games can go quicker than anything. Like, that game took less than 10 minutes. Before I do end, I will open up the loot box, and I can guarantee now it won't be a legendary. So, which does not like me, does not want me to have more legendary skins. Not like I don't have just for one character alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 for one character. And 2 of them are basically identical. But anyway guys, if you're new around here, please like, comment, subscribe. And videos this week will just be Craft Night on Friday, although it will be slightly different. Mainly because an idea I've been wanting to do for a nice little while, I am finally now doing. And you'll get to see that on Friday, then there'll be stream. I'd love to say Friday. I'm going to presume it will be Friday, but it will depend whether I get a text or not about games night this week. If I don't, then it'll be stream Friday. If I do, it'll be Saturday. But anyway, see you next time. This is Tiger signing out, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And what's up?